for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
While everyone's watching for home runs, the Yankees have a secret weapon opponents haven't figured out yet. A skill that could decide October games before the bat even meets the ball. You don't want to be on the outside looking in when this strategy is exposed. Subscribe now so you don't miss the full breakdown that'll put you ahead of the curve. What's going on, Yanks Nation? Welcome back to the channel. We're in the final stretch of the season. The pressure of October is knocking on the door, and everyone's got their eyes on our big names, expecting Aaron Judge and the other cannons of the Bronx Bombers to carry us to the World Series. But today, I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about a piece of our puzzle that might not have the glamour of a 450-foot home run, but could be just as devastating to our opponents. I'm talking about a secret weapon, a guy who came in mid-season and changed the dynamic of our offense in a way few people saw coming. Let's talk about Jose Caballero. I know, when you look at his stat line, it's nothing that jumps off the page. This season, he's hitting .234, with an on-base percentage of .337 and a slugging of .347. With us, wearing the pinstripes in 35 games, the numbers are a bit better. A .265 average, .370 on base, and .471 slugging. 5 home runs on the year. Nobody's gonna mistake those numbers for an MVP's. But Caballero's value isn't in his power. It's in his speed, his nerve, and his ability to create pure chaos on the base paths. And that, my friends, is something this team has been missing for a long time. We are talking about a player who, in 121 games this season, leads all of Major League Baseball with 48 stolen bases. Yeah, you heard that right, 48. Since he got to New York from our division rivals, the Tampa Bay Rays, he's already racked up 14 steals in just 35 games. Think about the impact of that. We're a team historically known as the Bronx Bombers, a squad built to launch balls into the cheap seats. But what happens when the homers don't come? We've seen it happen time and again this year, like last week against the Twins when the offense just went MIA. We get paralyzed, waiting for a big hit that never comes. Caballero offers an antidote to that paralysis. He doesn't need a double in the gap to create a scoring opportunity. A single or a walk instantly turns into a double in waiting. He puts pressure on the pitcher, forces the catcher to worry about him, and takes the focus off the hitter. This is top-tier small ball, and it's exactly the kind of offensive diversity a championship team needs. He forces the defense into mistakes. He turns a 1-0 game into a real advantage. His presence on this team, splitting time with Anthony Volpe, has given our lineup a new energy, a dimension that makes us less predictable and a hell of a lot more dangerous, especially in tight games. Now, let's be real and look at the other side of the coin. Being aggressive on the bases comes with a price, and the risk is always a costly out. We saw it happen recently in the game against the Orioles. Caballero got picked off between first and second, a play that could have killed a promising inning. It was the second time in 4 games he'd been caught stealing, and in October, a mistake like that can end your season. This is where the front office's philosophy comes in. Aaron Boone commented on it before the game, and I found what he said very telling. He said, "You have to live with some of those things. When you run a lot and steal a lot of bases, there's a certain risk that's associated, so there's going to be some outs along the way." That tells me the organization is willing to accept the risk for the reward. They understand that for a team that sometimes struggles to manufacture runs, Caballero's aggression is a bet worth taking. They're not telling him to pump the brakes. They're giving him the green light to force the action. And that mentality is crucial for the postseason. In the playoffs, you're facing aces, and you can't just sit back and wait for a mistake. You have to create your own breaks. Caballero's talent could be our ace in the hole, our true secret weapon when we go up against the top arms of our opponents. While they're focused on not letting Judge or Soto hit a moonshot, Caballero can draw a walk, steal second, move to third on a productive out, and score on a sac fly. That's how you win 2-1 games in October. He changes the entire math of the game. The question that's hanging in the air, And what's been a debate among us fans is about the starting shortstop job. Anthony Volpe is our kid, the homegrown talent with power potential who's had his ups and downs. Caballero, on the other hand, offers this elite tool of speed. I believe the combination of the two, using each one in strategic situations, is the smartest approach. But in the clutch, Caballero's ability to put a run on the board without relying on a big hit might be the deciding factor. He gives us an offensive identity that goes beyond the evil empire that just mashes the ball. He makes us more complete, more cunning, and frankly, more prepared for the dogfight that is the postseason. So my final analysis is this. Jose Caballero's contribution to the Yankees goes far beyond his batting line. He represents a vital strategic shift that makes us less one-dimensional. Now, I want to hear from you, Yanks Nation, the real bleacher creatures. Do you think Caballero's aggression on the bases is the missing key for a deep October run? Or is the risk of getting thrown out in a crucial spot just too damn high? Drop your opinions in the comments below. If you want no-nonsense analysis and the latest news on the Pinstripes, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Here you'll always get the inside scoop first.